What's up, my beautifuls? So let's talk about feeling lost and feeling like you're so off track, like you're so off, like route, and you're like, where am I? And how do I get back to like the main road and feeling like you have a sense of direction? So I'm going to relate this back to fitness, but you could relate it back to anything in life, really. But let's say, the year just started and you feel like you're so lost. You're like, well, I don't know how to go about this. Like, you've set all these great goals for yourself. And, usually when the year starts, you're like, okay, this is the year. I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to start eating good. I'm going to start going to the gym, all of this stuff, right? But at the moment, you might just feel so lost. And that's okay. That's a part of your journey, and that's something that needed to happen, because sometimes you have to get so off course, so off route, and you've taken a detour, and then now you're like, wait, where am I? Who am I? What's going on? How do I get back to that main road, to where you feel like you're on course, you're on route with where you were supposed to go, or what you had a vision of where you wanted to go, right? Because in 2020, you probably started somewhere like, okay, I'm going to have these goals, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But then things happen, now you're lost. But that's okay. You first have to admit to yourself that you're lost and that you need to find the main road back. But once you've admitted that to yourself and you've found your way back, then you've like recharged. You're going with more energy because you've had to reconnect back to you, back to your higher source, whatever that is for you, whether that's God, whether that's universe, whatever it is. And then you've connected back to yourself and you're like, okay, I'm back. But you needed that moment of getting lost. And for the most part, that was 2020 for a lot of us, was getting lost, finding our way back, and here we are. And when the year starts, we feel like, okay, this is a clean slate and I'm starting fresh. And in a way, yes, but in a way, no, because just because 2020 is over doesn't mean that all your problems go away. What it means is that you've taken your lessons that you've taken away, that you've learned from 2020, and you're applying them into 2021 with a purpose, with a meaning, with a drive. So it's okay if you're lost. Just get back on route, get back to the main road, and take your lessons that you learned with you from 2020.